Friends, let's give some tzedakah. Please join me in the tzedakah giving. And we've spoken that the month of Cheshvan doesn't have too many important dates, except for the fact, really, that it says in the Medrash that Shlomo HaMelech finished the construction of the first Beis HaMikdash in the month of Cheshvan. But then God asked him to wait till the following Tishri. And the Medrash says that so too the third Beis HaMikdash will actually be constructed, will be built, will be present in the month of Cheshvan. So it is definitely a most wonderful month with tremendous potential. But today in particular is the 20th day of the month of Cheshvan, which is the Yom Yoledes, the birthday of the Rebbe Rashab, Sholem Ber, who was the 5th Rebbe of the Chabad dynasty, the grandfather of the Rebbe Chaim Mushke. When little Sholem Ber was 4 or 5 years old, his mother took him to his grandfather, the Tzemach Tzedek, on Shabbos, when the Torah portion of Vayera was read, this is last week's parsha, to get a blessing in honor of his birthday. When he came into his Zayde, he started crying. And the Zayde asked, "Was weinst du? What's the matter?" And he said, "How come that God revealed himself to Avraham Avinu and he didn't reveal himself to us?" What a little child is crying about. That's his major issue. But let us try to understand it. First of all, why are we told this? The answer that the Tzemach Tzedek was giving him was, V'nayida tzaddik, a person, a tzaddik, who is 99 years old, is going through circumcision, bris milah, he deserves that God should reveal himself. What's the relevancy to us in this whole story? So there are many points to it, but I want to focus on one little concept here. Didn't the little Sholem Ber know that God was speaking to Avraham Avinu often? He learned already in Lach Lecha that God spoke to him. Why is he getting excited in Vayera? He's quite aware that Avraham is a great tzaddik, and as a tzaddik, he speaks to God. Does he consider himself a tzaddik just like Avraham Avinu? Obviously, he was a smart kid, so he didn't say that. But the answer is as follows. Because he was a smart child, and he learned well in Cheder, he also learned the Rashi commentary on the visit that God paid to Avraham Avinu. And there it says, why did God come? Levaker es hachayla, to visit the sick. In other words, it is not so much about what Avraham Avinu accomplished. It's not so much because Avraham Avinu was this great tzaddik, because Avraham Avinu was the Merkavah, because he was a chariot for godliness. God went, why? Because of his doing. Because it's a mitzvah to go visit the sick. So if that's the case, asks the little boy, so if God is just doing this out of his benevolence, of his kindness, so why doesn't come to visit us? Do we have to be sick for God to visit us? So the Tzemach Tzedek responded to him the following. Indeed, you're right. God came to Bikur Cholim. God came to visit the sick. But you have to be worthy for this visit. You have to make from yourself a vessel to appreciate this visit. We can have many visits from God and not even notice it. When we become a vessel, then we appreciate and we recognize and we see this wonderful visit. Now, how does one become a vessel? Says the Tzemach Tzedek. When a person reaches the age of 99, he's already a tzaddik. In other words, perfect person. He's accomplished what he had to. Yet he's willing to make such a major change in his life, such a major step. Recognizing there is always something more to do. Recognizing not just I can do another mitzvah, but I can do a fundamental transformation. In this case, circumcision, which was a fundamental transformation of Avraham Avinu from now having become a body with a Jewish symbol, which until now he didn't have it. Now he has the covenant, the bris, the covenant, the symbol of the covenant with God. He has it now within his own body. This is a major change. Now when a person is willing to do this at this age, he becomes a vessel to godliness. And the message to us is, let us become vessels for God. And we will indeed see the revelation. And what can there be a greater revelation than the revelation of Mashiach in the Beis Hamikdash? How so? By us being willing to make an additional step, a major step, irrelevant of all our previous accomplishments. And may we have the revelation. This Chav Cheshvan, let us see Hashem, let us see Mashiach in the Beis Hamikdash.